Good evening, everyone. And tonight we're going to go through the responsibilities of the Sergeant at Arms. I'm going to share my screen to make sure everyone is aware of how we find our resources. And what you will do is go to the ArizonaToastmasters.org website, and hopefully you've all been there. And you'll go over to the event heading and select contest. And after you've got to the contact page, you're going to scroll down past the calendar, past the dates, to the resource category. And under the D3 resources, there's a section current contest resources, and that's where we're going to go for all of these facilitator roles, including the Sergeant at Arms. Let me go back. Click the wrong one. Oh, sorry. Click the right one. We're going to go to the 2023-2024 resources because that's this year's contest. And over here, the SAA, which is Sergeant at Arms. We're going to open this folder, and we're going to find the duties and responsibilities. And it's all listed right here, very, very short, but I'm going to pop out of here because I have an enlarged version. That'll be a little easier for folks to see. And let me bring that up now. So hopefully by now everyone knows where our resources are for all these wonderful functionary roles for the contest this year. And let me start by reminding everyone that the Sergeant at Arms is really only going to be used for the evaluation contest. And for anything that's in person, there's likely going to be Sergeant at Arms to help control people in and out of the room. But for our purposes today, we're going to focus on the Sergeant at Arms responsibilities for the evaluation contest. And primarily, their goal is to just, keep the playing ground fair in the breakout room with the evaluation contestants. So when the test speaker is delivering their speech to the audience, the evaluators are going to be listening like everyone else. And then when the contest is over, when the speaker's done, the evaluators, all those contestants, are going to be sent to a breakout room with the Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms is going to make sure that everyone does their evaluations within the 5 minutes. And when that 5 minutes red comes up, the Sergeant at Arms needs to ensure that the contestants are done writing. They need to show their hands, take their paper, however they're recording their response, their evaluation, they need to fold it, put it down, show their hands, because no more writing. They're done. Their time is up. And again, this is what the Sergeant at Arms is monitoring. They're just going to keep their eye on the contestants in the room until there's no more contestants in the room. Because just like any speech evaluation, the evaluator will go out and present their evaluations. That's their mini speech. So while they're giving their evaluation, the remaining contestants stay in the room, hands up or visible, and that is what the Sergeant at Arms is going to be monitoring. And there's not to be any talking, no giggling, no phone calls, no text messages, no comments. It's, like the library, the way libraries used to be, very quiet, nothing goes on. It's just silence. And that is what the Sergeant at Arms is monitoring. So there's a tip number E, you can ask them to keep their eyes focused on the camera, but they have to keep their hands in the line of sight, and they must be unmuted. So again, this is just to keep fairness. And they also, as a note, should have no headphones on, but they'll remain in the room until they're called out for the very exciting part to provide their evaluation. And are there any questions? Again, this is a very simple role, only used for the evaluation contest. And usually if there's an in-person, there's sergeant at arms controlling people coming in and out of the room. But for our purposes today, we're focusing on what that sergeant at arms needs to do in the breakout rooms just to control fairness. So any questions?
Yeah, Julie, I just wanted to add. So Julie was mentioning about the note that the evaluation contestants record their points in that 5-minute window that is given to them in the breakout room. So we do have a template for that. It is available in the Toastmasters International website. So you have the evaluation contest kit, and each of the contest kits are there. The links to that is there on our D3 website as well. So if you go into the evaluation contest kit, there is one of the documents where it will say evaluation contestants notes. And if I may, I can just quickly share my screen and show you how that looks. So this is how let me zoom. This is the evaluation contestants notes sheet. So the evaluation contestants, they can either print this out, or even if they're not able to print this out, they can even just take a plain sheet of paper as well. And this is where they will be recording, because they have to record it on a sheet. We do not want them to use any devices, because it will be difficult to monitor the devices. Whereas if this is the sheet that they're going to record, the notes, once they are done, after the 5 minutes is up, as Julie said, they have to fold the note with written text inside. And then they have to show that to the sergeant at arms, and then keep it on the table and make sure that they continue having the line of sight in front of the sergeant at arms. This is to make sure that in an online contest environment, which is being conducted in Zoom, we are trying to help the sergeant at arms monitor all the evaluation contestants to make sure that there is fairness in the whole process. So with that, I will stop sharing and back to you, Julie.
Any questions? Any other questions? And thank you for that correction.